What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And today we are back on location at Burger King, and that's because there are two more new menu items here. Why don't you come and take a look at these? First, we've got the shake made with Twix. Not the Twix shake. Shake made with Twix.
That's different?
Well, it's like, so on review number 15, very early on in the game for us, I think it was our first Burger King review, we did the pie made with Twix, which is still available over here. For some reason, they just won't fully commit to the Twix. Like, call it a Twix pie, call it a Twix shake. I don't know, but so because it's Twix, you can actually get it in any of three varieties. You could get chocolate with Twix pieces in it, caramel with Twix pieces in it, or the standard, which is vanilla with Twix pieces in it. So I figured just to play it safe, get the vanilla, but just know there are other options out there. This size is $3.29. I think it's like the regular size shake. It is pretty big. Yeah. And this is much bigger than a Jack in the Box shake, which is exactly the same price. So that's what we'll start off with, and then we've got mozzarella sticks, which are back at Burger King for the first time in a while. Now, these have been on the menu quite a few times in the past, but I've actually never tried them in their prior incarnations. So, actually, why don't you get a shot of those together so we'll have a nice screenshot when all is said and done, and I'm going to get these straws and spoons opened. Oh yeah. Well, I figure since the shake melts, let's start with that.
Now, are you going to dip the mozzarella stick in the
Frosty style? I don't know. I mean, it's dairy, right? I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. All right, so I'm going to start with a straw because this does seem to be overall a pretty thin shake. Like, it's not you know, it's not like a Jack in the Box kind of texture where like you basically, like, you're pulling as hard as you can. It ain't coming out. So let's see. Oh yeah. Good. It's definitely a milk shake. You know what I mean? Like, it's milk first on the taste. It's definitely not a very ice creamy taste. It's almost like a Carnation instant breakfast. Do you ever have those when you were a kid? See, I used to have Carnation instant breakfast every single day of my life. And vanilla was my go-to flavor. It's very similar to that. The Twix pieces that I got, it's surprisingly hard to tell that it's Twix. I almost would have thought maybe it was like a Snickers or something, because it's like really hard. I mean, the ice. I keep saying ice cream. The milkshake component of it really was
it's good.
Hardening up the pieces, but it is good. It doesn't taste like any other milkshake in fast food. I think most milkshakes are like very ice cream heavy these days. Yeah. It's tough to get a good shot. A lot of white on top. A lot of these Twix pieces, because of how thin the shake is, they do kind of fall to the bottom.
Oh yeah.
So that is what it looks like.
Thinking the bottom of this is gonna be so.
Oh yeah, and I mean, you can see there's a lot of pieces on the bottom there, so definitely does not need a spoon. Anyway, we got some mozzarella sticks and our second Burger King review in a row with marinara sauce, because of course our last one we did the regular and spicy chicken parmesan. Now let's see how these stack up. So they come in 4 pieces each. I saw a press release that said they're $1.49. The last Burger King I went to, they were $1.99, and here they're $2.09. So I don't know what they cost, but they're not expensive. They come with 1 packet of this dipping sauce, which I don't know if that's enough, because I like my marinara with my mozzarella sticks. Cheers. Well,
Okay. Looks like a mozzarella stick.
Yep. So on the outside, they advertise it as Italian seasoning, but it's a fairly plain breading. You really can't see a lot of spice. You know, usually you see those like Italian herbs and spices around it. I'm not really seeing that. The dipping sauce is pretty good. It is actually really solid. It really clings to it. Sometimes you get like a watery marinara, and with a mozzarella stick, that's just a disaster. Like, you just don't want that. But it doesn't have that warm, gooey, pulley, you know, like, you want to pull that mozzarella stick. Ryan, do your dipping.
Oh, yeah.
When evaluating these mozzarella sticks, you really have to put price at the forefront, because Jack in the Box's mozzarella sticks are definitely significantly better, but they're a lot more expensive too. I mean, especially if you can find these for $1.49 to round out your meal, probably not a bad idea. Now I'm gonna dunk this in the milkshake, and then we're gonna talk about gimmick.
I don't know. I feel like these are.
I mean, they're fine. They're fine.
You're right. They're kind of a plain breading.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're good. It's all about the mozzarella for me.
Oh yeah. For $2,
That's good.
get a rodeo-style Whopper and start tossing some of these on there. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I don't even need to try it to tell you that's gonna be a good order. Dunking it in the milkshake just makes it taste like milkshake, which is really further proving the claim that breading not adding a lot of pop to it. So, gimmick grade. These are two pretty standard products. These are the kind of things where if there weren't two at once, it's possible we may have even skipped them, right? But, I mean, hey, it's always fun to rank things. So, for the gimmick, I'm going to give the shake with Twix. I mean, Twix, you don't see it in a lot of stuff, other than the pie made with Twix, really in fast food. You don't really see it in much of anything. I know that Dairy Queen has had Twix Blizzards before. They don't on a regular basis. So I'll give that gimmick a 4 out of 10. I'm going to give the mozzarella sticks gimmick a 2 out of 10. Because, I mean, these are not gimmicks, right? These are legitimate products. Now to rank these, for their taste, both taste pretty good. I am going to give second place to the mozzarella sticks, though, just because it's inside a mozzarella stick is really that's what the game is, you know, like that's the mozzarella stick experience, and this is a little bit too solidified inside. The sauce that it comes with is pretty good, but look, this is a budget oriented product, right? This is a value product at $1.49 or $1.99 or $2.09. I think it's a really great addition to the meal, and I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Not bad. But a lot of that benefit is coming from the pricing point. If it were priced higher, the grade would definitely be lower. First place, got to give it up. Shake made with Twix. Twix strikes again. I prefer a more ice cream heavy shake myself, but this is so different from other shakes that are out there in fast food. I think that's actually in this case, the milkshake element is really more of a positive. What do you think, Ryan?
I love that.
It doesn't taste anything like any other milkshake in fast food. It really doesn't. And you can't really say that about many other places. So I'm going to give it first place on today's Capsule Countdown. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, no, I'm more.
All right, well, it is very sweet, but not off-puttingly so. I feel like I could polish this thing off.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the review. Have you had a chance to try either of these new things at Burger King? And really, if you haven't, you really should check out the chicken parmesan, spicy chicken parmesan sandwich here, because that was a really good one. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. And until next time, of course, I will miss you until I see you. Cheers.